Aaron from Delaware. Let's talk about staying motivated when things get tough, because apparently you're looking for some big epiphany that'll make you leap out of bed at dawn, raring to conquer the world. Spoiler, that's not going to happen. Motivation is for amateurs. You want results, you're going to have to do things the hard way. Let's break down how you can actually sustain motivation, and by that, I mean how to grow up and handle it like an adult. Accept that motivation is a joke. If you're waiting for it, you'll be waiting forever. First off, motivation isn't some magic potion. It's more like a flimsy band-aid for your lack of discipline. If you're only making moves when you feel inspired, congratulations. You're like every other person who starts and then quits halfway. Motivation isn't your soulmate, Aaron. It's a cheap fling that leaves you stranded when things get real. What you actually need is discipline. Stop waiting around for motivation to swoop in and carry you through life. It's busy making empty promises to everyone else. Accept that if you want to stay in the game, you'll need to push forward, even when you feel like garbage. Set a real goal, not just success, but an actual goal. So let's address the whole setting goals thing. Now, if your idea of a goal is something vague like, I want to be successful, or I just want to be happy, guess what? You'll never get there. No one achieves a dream they can't define. You need a real goal, one that isn't some fantasy about making it, but a concrete target that actually means something. Without that, you're just wandering around hoping inspiration will magically get you somewhere. Get a clear destination, or stop wasting everyone's time. Build a routine and actually stick to it, not a suggestion, a rule. Here's a concept that might shock you. Routine. No, not the thing you half-heartedly attempt on Monday and ditch by Wednesday. I'm talking about the daily, boring, repetitive grind that doesn't care about how you feel. You know what successful people do when they're tired, bored, and unmotivated. They stick to the damn routine. Motivation is optional. Showing up every day is not. You want real results? Build a routine that doesn't rely on your ever-so-delicate emotions. Make it as automatic as brushing your teeth. Just a habit that doesn't give you the option to back out. Failure is inevitable, so stop using it as an excuse. All right, let's talk about failure, because if you're quitting every time you face a setback, then don't even bother with motivation. You need a spine. Failure isn't some anomaly that you can avoid if you're careful enough. It's part of the process. So if one little mistake sends you spiraling, it's time to get over yourself. Want to stay motivated? Accept that failure is inevitable and stop letting it turn you into a quitter. The people who make it are the ones who see failure as feedback, not a personal tragedy. They pick up and keep going, so maybe try that instead of whining about how hard it is. Track your progress. No, not just the big wins, every inch. If you're waiting for a big win to fuel your motivation, you'll be standing still for a long time. Progress isn't always flashy, Aaron. If you're not noticing the small gains along the way, don't act surprised when you feel like nothing's happening. Keep track of every little step forward, because that's what progress looks like in real life, inch by inch, not mile by mile. It's the small wins that keep you moving when motivation has packed up and left town. So make a list or a journal, or whatever it takes, and give yourself credit where it's due. Remember why you started, and make sure it's a reason that actually matters. Let's get real here. If you're losing motivation, you probably never figured out why you wanted this in the first place. And I don't mean some generic, I want to be successful crap. I mean an actual, deep-rooted reason that'll keep you going when everything else falls apart. Maybe you want to prove something to yourself, or maybe you're just sick of settling for less. Whatever it is, find it, and make sure it's strong enough to carry you through the dark days. Because when everything else dries up, your why is what'll keep you from crawling back to square one. Stop with the self-pity. You're not a special case. This one's crucial, Aaron. Self-pity is the fastest way to kill motivation. If every time things get tough, you start spiraling into why me mode, don't expect to get anywhere. Life is tough for everyone. It's not singling you out because it's unfair. It's just the way things are. So stop wallowing. Feeling sorry for yourself is only going to hold you back while everyone else moves forward. Want to stay motivated? Drop the pity party and realize you're not a victim of circumstance. You're just choosing to stay stuck. Visualize the end result, not a daydream, a reality check. And finally, Aaron, if you're struggling to stay motivated, visualize where you actually want to end up. I'm not talking about a soft, focused daydream of you basking in success. I mean a clear, detailed picture of what you are working toward. This isn't wishful thinking. It's grounding yourself in the reality of what you are chasing. When motivation fails, that image of your end goal is what'll keep you moving forward. Make it vivid, make it real, and use it to pull yourself out of every excuse you're hiding behind. Outro, the ultimate recap. All right, Aaron, here's the no BS guide to staying motivated when times get tough. 1. Accept that motivation is a fair weather friend. Get disciplined instead. 2. Set a real, concrete goal. No fluffy nonsense. 3. Build a daily routine and follow it without excuses. 4. Embrace failure as an unavoidable part of the process. 5. Track every bit of progress, no matter how small. 6. Have a reason that actually matters to you. 7. Drop the self-pity and get over yourself. And 8. Visualize the end result, because it's the only thing that'll keep you moving when motivation inevitably vanishes. Now, go on, get to work, or just keep wasting your time looking for someone else to motivate you.